Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Rockingham, North Carolina. On the pole for today's race is Stephen Pollard, and that Pollard Performance Incorporated number 15. Then it is Eric Rodriguez, Dylan Schwamberg, Luis Hernandez, Will Goss, Zachary Fitzwater, Steve Thompson, Alan Matthews. Then it's DJ Harris, James Shelley, Al Agassi, Rick Johnson, David Diaz, Sam Curtis, Cody Lamas, Michael Haas. Then it's Alexander Rowe and DJ Curtis. Rowe hits you to the front. John Gilbert, DJ Curtis. Green flag in the air, and we are underway for 30 laps here at Rockingham. Dylan Schwamberg already going to make a pass. Oh, Luis Hernandez got really squirrely back here in the back. I don't know if that thing's a little loose on him or what. You can see how these cars are going to race all night long. They're going to be driving these things extremely hard. Ooh, Stephen Pollard, excuse me, losing some ground there. Stephen Pollard basically got this short track car. Caution is out though, and a huge crash on the front straightaway. Oh, we got a car stuck. That's Tony Newman. Caution is out. Where's the pace car? Pace car on the back straightaway. Oh man, 55 is destroyed. Jack James. Tough break for some guys in the back. Some of these cars have got to qualify every week. Especially Jack James. Oh, Gatlin Downey, I think, flipped. This track, you gotta drive hard all the time, and oh, contact right there between the 55 and the 9. Oh! That's who we seen in the air. Eli Bright takes a violent hit. I think he just got turned. Oh my, look at this. All the RCR cars crashed. The 27 turns the 33 into the 31. And the 3 was right there with it. And the 33 here is going to just get drilled by Gatlin Downey. And that car goes up and almost into the fence. And Tony Newman catches it in the rear end. And he's going to slam there. Michael Haas has got to hit the brake to avoid that. A lot of torn up race cars there. Gatlin Downey and a lot of tore up stuff. Early in the going here, and there's some guys working on some cars. They're trying to work on this 33 and the 10. I don't think they're going to get back on the racetrack tonight, but tough break. This has not been Tony Newman's year. Newman is usually, last season was a car that was up front all season long, and I think the roles have been reversed from last season. I think the 34 has now taken the 10 stuff that he had last season. 10 locked in every race though due to owner's points, but 34 is not. We're gonna get you back to the green flag as Dylan Schwamberg leads William Goss. Around here at Rockingham. Ready to go green flag racing. Ash Curtis right there, lap down. Him and Jack James. Green flag back in the air. We're back to racing at North Carolina Rockingham. Dylan Schwamberg leads Will Goss. Oh, Al Agassi got a tire down. Into the wall, and there goes Ash Curtis once again around. It's going to be just a single car incident. Oh, Eric Rodriguez. There's the rest of the RCR cars. Jonathan Zorlian and Jeff Bright torn up, but I think Dylan Schwamberg beat Will Goss to the line. What happened to Ash Curtis on the start here? Well, Al Agassi, I think, blew a tire. We do see this. Watch, in the one. He gets up on the high side. He was going to make a pass. Got up there and on that debris where the car's just crashing. And that thing's just into the wall. And it wasn't coming off. And I think Eric Rodriguez, to avoid him here. Yeah, Eric, to avoid the 34, didn't want to wreck a Ford teammate. You see the 34 comes off, gets into Eric, and Eric comes right into Ash Curtis. And Eric's going to keep his foot in it down here. Caution's already out for that. Oh, he hit the apron. And that thing just launches that 21 straight up into the 3. And they all 3 have nowhere to go. And Jeff Bright, you can see the nose just get crumpled as he hits the 3 right in the rear end. 3-car incident here at Rockingham. 4-car incident, excuse me. We're going to get you back to the green. Jeff Bright, they're going to work on that car a little bit. But a lot of the RCR cars torn up tonight here at Rockingham. Dylan Schwallenberg leads William Goss and Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thompson driving a car that Stephen Pollard drove last season. Right there in 3rd. Stephen Pollard 4th, DJ Harris 5th, David Diaz 6th, Cody Labas sitting at 7th, 8th. You have the damage glitch. We're getting ready to go green though. Green flag back in the air at Rockingham, and look at that! Look at Dylan and Goss go. They're just sliding around this racetrack. If we can get a green run in, I'd like to see who's the better car out of these two. Especially now with tires, because these guys, they're not going to have to pit, but tires are going to be a factor. 34 did not have a flat. He just got up in the wall. You can see he's losing spots, though, because of it. Lights are back on. Caution lights back on the speedway, and more RCR cars are getting torn up. There's a lot of smoke back here early, so I don't know. Looks like Alan Matthews might have got turned. Oh, he was turning Shelly. Oh, Shelly has a nice save. I think Alan did not want to wreck Shelly. Look at the saves here, though. Watch Alan Matthews turning Shelly. Gets turned. Oh, he got the wall to save it. John Gilbert's in the wall. We got cars down here on the apron. Joey Murphy, a defending winner of this race, on the apron. Oh, man. And then we have right there Lily Murphy, Seth Taylor. All these cars right here. They're 4 wide. Max Anderson, and they're all torn up. And that's where the 3 gets turned again. The 1. All these cars are getting torn up in the back of the field. Jack James sitting right there in front of some cars, but he's torn up. William Brock getting the rest of that car pulled apart. We're going to get you back to the green flag. The lights are off on the pace car. That Dodge Charger pace car going to pull in. Ash Curtis lining up beside Dylan Schwallenberg once again. I think Ash Curtis will be in knockout queue again next week, because the way Cody Lamas is running, Cody was 30th in points. The last car locked in, green flag back in the air. Doesn't look like Cody Lamas is going anywhere. 3 wide could be here in turn 1 between the 48 and the 42. Oh, man. Cody Lamas looks like he wants to get up here and try to win this race. Will Goss to the inside of Dylan Schwallenberg. Here's a battle for the lead. I think Goss knows with these cautions just coming out right here at the line, he can't do it. At the line, he got him. Caution back out again, and this time it's Alexander Rowe. Number 2 car is torn up in the front end. Oh, it's one of the points contenders, Luis Hernandez. Oh, man, Zachary Fitzwater got nailed. Watch, the 52 is just nails Fitzwater. You can see that 16 sideways, saving it. 14, Joey Murphy. Now Hernandez Motorsports cars are getting torn up. Joey Murphy involved, Luis Hernandez, Alexander Rowe, Derek Edison. You see Alan Matthews right there. So now it's the Hernandez cars getting torn up. As a Hendrick car leads here at Rockingham. I think Dylan Schwanberg now does not want to see another caution. He wants this race to go clean and green so he can run back down William Goss. Goss gonna lead Dylan Schwallenberg and Stephen Thompson and Stephen Pollard back to the start-finish line. It's Cody Lamas and David Diaz. Green flag back in the air. We're back to racing here at Rockingham. Will Goss taking the lead, pulling away. It's under 10 to go, so the lap cars had to line up wherever they're at. Contact in the back, 13 getting sideways. Hasn't crashed yet, still hasn't crashed. Now they're crashing. Caution is going to be out. It's going to set up for a little shootout. Derek Edison, look at all these cars now coming to pit road. Probably going to be done for the night. I don't know how many times this 13 car was a wrecking. Connor Hurley was wrecking off the corner the whole time. He was running 17th, a good run. Gets under the 77, gets loose, saves it. Up in the wall, gets hit, loose, saves it, gets back into the wall, comes back down, and then finally gets around. And then, oh, the 31 and the 1. Hard impacts. So a lot of these cars are tearing each other up at the end of the race. As Will Goss leads. Dylan Schwanberg is going to hope this race isn't over. I don't think it is, but you never know. Lights are off on the pace car. Green flag, we missed it. Missed the start of the race. And they're wrecking already. Fitzwater. No caution for Fitzwater. He's shooting back across the track, and that is going to be the caution, and that's going to end the race. And Will Goss will go back to victory lane, his second of the season. So we missed the start, and we missed Zachary Fitzwater just getting destroyed. It's turned by Shelley here, hard into the wall. He has to lock it down. DJ Curtis had nowhere to go, so that blows DJ up. He's up in the high groove, and then, man. He got ran over and destroyed. Look at the 77 get drilled. Ash Curtis. There's Eric Rodriguez getting torn up. So Team SB Wood Brothers are going to walk home with maybe one car now. Look at how these cars destroyed. A lot of cars are going to be glad to get out of Rockingham. 77 is not making it back to pit lane, so this race is over. Caution's lights are still on. A lot of cars smoking, bringing out, blowing oil over the racetrack. Luis Hernandez destroyed is going to come home 14th in the points. Zorlian's going to come home in the points. Championship points. And Will Goss will win his second race of the season. Excuse me for the sneeze there, but Will Goss is going to come around. The Indianapolis winner is coming to take his second win of the season. And the second of his career here at Rockingham in front of a sold-out crowd. Luis Hernandez is going to finish out of gas. I don't know if he's out of gas or he's blowing up. He drove the wheels off of that 24 all night long. I think something's blowing up in that car. It sounds like it's down a cylinder. You see him pull down to the apron. He knew that that car was probably not going to make it around the racetrack. He about got beat by this 99 car. Guy's going hard for points. That's a free spot if they can pass him. You keep pace speed up. Tim Randolph's going to finish 21st. But we'll go to your official standings here. Will Goss, Dylan Schwallenberg, David Diaz, Cody Lama, Stephen Thompson, DJ Harris, Rick Johnson, Stephen Pollard, Hal Lagasse, James Shelley, Isaiah Monaco, Eric Monaco, Jonathan Zorlian, Luis Hernandez, and Ryan Monaco is your top 15. And here's the rest of your finishing order. We will see you guys next week. I believe from Pocono, if I'm not mistaken, but it may be somewhere else. If I don't know, I'm terribly sorry. Until we meet again, everybody, peace.